Hi, I'm Fiona, an arts contest student at Ashcan in Manhattan. I'm going into my sophomore year at Laguardia this fall for visual art. I won 6 Scholastic Awards, 2 in gold key, 1 for drawing and 1 for painting. I won 3 silver keys, 1 for drawing, 1 for ceramics, and 1 for mixed media. I also had an honorable mention for my figure drawing of my sister Sachi. This is a self-portrait which won a gold key. With the self-portrait that I do from observation, I attempted to capture myself using the techniques I've developed to draw in a realistic style and to depict an aspect of myself which is calm and introspective. It was very gratifying to see people appreciate and reward all the things I've worked really hard on, and I also think it was really interesting to see other people's preferences and how it was different from mine, and how some of the work they thought was good I think could have been better. I also think that if it was a different group of people choosing, that the rankings would be different, and I think that helps me make art that I enjoy making and that I find appealing. This piece is a sculpture I titled The Water Bear, which I won the Scholastic Silver Key in. This ceramic was inspired by the idea of the water bearer, my zodiac sign, Aquarius, and I used a fish in place of the typical water vessel using depictions of the water bearer because I like the aesthetic and the symbolism of a fish. It represents Aquarius nature and their care. I think the hardest part about coming up with work for competitions is coming up with something that widely appeals to people and that is also different from what other people are doing. I think the most enjoyable part for me is just being able to really work on what I'm making, especially if I enjoy the project and think what I'm making is interesting. I think it's also really nice to see everything come together at the end and see all the work that I put into something. I always like to look through art books and just look through other people's art on the internet. I also think it's really good to look back on your own work and see what looks good in your style and remember what you like doing. The blue self-portrait, which won a gold key and definitely was a strong piece in my portfolio for LaGuardia, helped me realize that even if I'm critical of something, it is like people like to see something that's expressive and in a different medium than usual. How important it is to have range in all of your projects and how people like to see something different, whether it's the medium you use or whether it's a more complex idea. And yeah. There's definitely a lot of pieces that I wish I did something differently on, or pieces that I just don't like in general. I think it's good to remember that you're not the only person looking at your work, and that something that you might not love, a lot of other people will. My advice for other students would be to definitely submit multiple pieces that you've made. And also to remember that presentation is a really important part of your work. The way it's presented can really change people's opinions on it. My goals right now are to keep on working towards a good college, specifically for architecture like Cooper Union or Cornell. And hopefully along the way I can do more contests and things like that to help me get into schools like that. Taking classes at Ashcan was definitely helpful, not only for just starting out and learning techniques I'll need in the long run, but also for teaching me how to come up with my own ideas and be more creative with my art.
Ashcan Art offers pre-college portfolio preparation courses year-round. Learn more about our courses at ashcanart.com and see accepted art portfolio examples on Instagram at ashcan.art. And please subscribe below for more art portfolio tips.